Wabo, hold down. We need get to say Gab. Yeah, but we jump and start going. I didn't want it. Wrong. Your time is up. Yes, and then we'll finish you. Brahim Diaz is the right answer. 3 points for Prince. How many matches did it take Cristiano Ronaldo to score his first Champions League goals? The time is taken.
3 matches.
Wrong. Okay, so Gabby, this is your player. 2024, he played for Sporting Club. He's now
Giovanni or something.
I'll give you 1 point. The name is Giovanni Quenda. He had a Giovanni, so I'll give you 1 point. So 1 point for Gabby. That is Giovanni Quenda. Next. All right, ladies and gentlemen, you're welcome to the Gajio Trivia, and it is your ultimate hub of football-related questions where passion meets and knowledge. You think you know football, you know your coaches, you know your clubs, you know your countries. This is the best place for you to be. And interestingly, if you are able to come out victorious at the end of the competition, we have a whooping amount of 500 Ghana cedis for you to be won after the end of everything. And I believe we have good contestants, very great contestants who are ready and eager to take us through the battle. My name is Kelly. You can call me Zikalanga anywhere you see me in town. And I'm your host for today. We take a quick turn. We'll be back shortly. Let me move straight and introduce to you my contestants. So they'll come in with their most important or their interesting songs to have. Enam, Ebam, Wabo, hold down. We need get to say Gab. Yeah, but we jump and start going. All right, so that is my first contestant. Let me move to him to ask him who he is and what he does. Young man, you're welcome.
Thank you.
What's your name?
I go by the name Prince.
You go by the name Prince.
Yes.
Are you a prince of any country?
No.
You're not a prince. Okay, what do you do?
I'm a student.
Where?
ATU.
Accra Technical University. Where your course being?
Engineering.
Engineering.
Yeah,
And you think you are ready to compete with your opponent to win the...
Fully ready.
Fully ready. Questions, no Monday, they are not too difficult, but I think if you are fully ready, that means you can sail through. So that is Prince from Accra Technical University. Very, very comfortable and ready to compete with his opponents. Let me move to my next person and introduce him to you. Slim Bastard. Bastard. Yeah. DJ Camila. Oh my guy, you be dancer?
Oh, nah.
You don't be dancer, but you the boogie wow. You the boogie. What be your name?
Gabby.
Gabby. Are you a footballer? You're a footballer. What position do you play?
Oh, I'm a trainer.
What position? You're a left back. Oh, so you're left-footed. Do you still play football?
Yes, I still do.
You join a team.
Yes.
What team?
Medi.
You think Medi, but it's not Medi. Oh, it's Medi. It's Medi. Okay. The name is Gabby. What do you do? What do you do? You're a worker. What do you do? What do you work? Oh, okay. You work in a factory. All right. So that is Gabby, and he's a factory worker. He thinks he knows football and that he can compete with a Prince to win the ultimate prize. But I must tell you that there is a line to be crossed before you could win the much anticipated amount. We have 4 different segments. The first segment is knowledge-based questions. You answer 10 knowledge-based questions, and each question carries 3 marks. Second segment, you guess the team based on the players, random players, and then you guess the team they play for, you guess the nationality on which they play for. And the third is you guess the players. So we bring you images of footballers and you guess who the player is. If you get it right, you have 3 points. And the last is your answer riddle. So this is not less than 60 points. So the winner should just go beyond the 30 points mark, and he would probably be there to win the ultimate prize. So without wasting much time, let me move to my guest. and get things started. This is the Gajio Trivia, again, your ultimate show where passion meets football. So if you think you know football, you hit at us and then get to be involved in this program. So let me start with Gabby. Let me start with Gabby. So you have 10 seconds to answer each question that is being asked.
Wow.
There are no bonuses. 10 seconds. If this time elapses, it means you failed to answer that question and I'll move on to the next person. So let me start with you, Gabby. The first question. Who is the only player to win the UEFA Champions League with 3 different clubs? Who is the only player to win the UEFA Champions League with 3 different clubs? The time starts now. Oh. Okay, so Gabby failed to answer his question. Let's move to Prince. Prince, which outfield player appeared in the UEFA Champions League final in 3 different decades? Which outfield player appeared in the UEFA Champions League final in 3 different decades?
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Cristiano Ronaldo is wrong. Gabby, who holds the record for all-time Bundesliga top scorer?
Lewandowski.
No.
This should be a question.
Your time is up, Gabby. Lewandowski is not the right answer. Prince, the record age for the youngest Bundesliga coach is 28 years and 205 days. Who is he? The record age for the youngest Bundesliga coach is 28 years and 205 days. Who is he? So your time is up. You didn't get us right. Gabby, after Juventus, AC Milan, and Inter Milan, which team has won the most Scudettos?
Atlanta.
No. Your time is up, Gabby. You failed to answer your question. Now to Prince. In English football, what is the Saint Tottenham's Day? In English football, what is the Saint Tottenham's Day? Before to answer, I'll help you with this answer. It is the date on which it is mathematically impossible for Tottenham to finish above Arsenal. It is mathematically impossible for Tottenham to finish above Arsenal on the league table. So, Gabby, your question. Which player has made the most Premier League appearances? Which player has made the most Premier League appearances? Your time is up. Gabby, you also failed to answer your question. Interesting. No one has been able to answer his question. Is it Prince, your question?
Yes.
The fastest goal in the Premier League history came in 7.69 seconds. Who scored it? The fastest goal in the Premier League history came in 7.69 seconds. Who scored it?
Billy.
No, Billy is wrong. The time is up. You failed to answer the question. Interesting. Are the questions difficult? I believe not. Gabby, which country has appeared in 3 World Cup finals but never won it? Which country has appeared in 3 World Cup finals but failed to win it?
Croatia.
Croatia is wrong. Your time is up. Prince, 2 English players have won the World Cup Golden Boot. Who are they? 2 English players have won the World Cup Golden Boot. Who are they? I didn't want it. No one has answered any question up to now. Wow. Gabby, which player has won the European Championship as a player and a coach? The Euros. They're different Euros now. Which player has won it as a player and a coach? You failed to answer the question. The next question, that is the sixth question. The sixth question. Prince, the Euro 2000 final was decided by a golden goal. The Euro 2000 final was decided by a golden goal. Who scored the goal?
Iniesta.
Oh, 2009 Iniesta went for Bosu. What confusion? Iniesta is not the right answer. Iniesta was nowhere to be found in 2000. And Spain didn't even win the Euros in 2000. You're wrong. So the seventh question. Anamebwa.
Yeah.
Gabby. Denmark won the Euro 92 despite the fact they did not initially qualify. Who did they replace?
Spain.
Spain is not the right answer. The time is up. Gabby, you failed to answer this question. Prince, how many matches did it take Cristiano Ronaldo to score his first Champions League goals? The time is taken.
3 matches.
Wrong. I'll help you with this. 27 matches. 27 matches. So I've asked 7 questions each. So to the next one. Gabby, which Scottish player has the most goals in the Premier League? Which Scottish player has the most goals in the Premier League? The time is up. You failed to answer the question. Prince. Come Which 2 players have scored the most goals in the Premier League history? The most headed goals. The most headed goals in the Premier League history.
Crouch.
The answer is Peter Crouch and Harry Kane. I'll give you 1 point for that. You had one right, so I'll give you 1 point for that. So Prince, 1 point. After 8 questions. After 8 questions, you have 1 point. Gabby, how many English managers have won the Premier League? How many English managers have won the Premier League?
4.
4 is wrong. You failed to answer any of your 9 questions. Prince, Argentina have won a record 16 Copa America titles. Who is closest to their total with 15 victories? Argentina have won 16 Copa America titles. Who is closest to their total with 15 Copa America titles?
Chile.
Chile is wrong. The time is up. The last question for the general knowledge segment. Gabby, who is the highest scorer in the Africa Cup of Nations history? Who is the highest scorer in the Africa Cup of Nations history? Asamoah Gyan is wrong. Asamoah Gyan is wrong. The last question, Prince. Which team did Australia beat 31-0 in the 2002 World Cup qualifier?
Oh.
Which team did Australia beat 31-0 in the 2002 World Cup qualifier?
That was it.
Your time is up, Prince. You failed to answer. Gabby, do you know the question? Do you know the answer to the question? No. So the answer is American Samoa. I'll give you 1 bonus questions each. Because out of a possible 30, Gabby, you failed to answer any. Prince, you have 1. Mubed and Papa. Which country? This is to Prince. Which country won the first ever European Championship in 1960? Which country won the first ever European Championship in 1960?
England.
England is wrong. The correct answer is Soviet Union. Gabby, your bonus question. Who is the all-time FIFA World Cup top scorer and with how many goals? Yeah, you know. Voila. The all-time FIFA World Cup top scorer. The time is up, Gabby.
10
No bonus. The correct answer is Miroslav Klose.
close.
Miroslav Klose. He's a German. He has 16 goals to his name as far as the FIFA World Cup is concerned. So this is how we draw the curtains on the first segment. That's the general knowledge-based segment. At the end of the first round, Prince had 1 point.
Wow.
Gabby had 0. Failed to answer any of the questions. We'll take a short 10. We'll be back shortly. All right, so you're still hooked on to the Gajio Trivia show here in the GMN Studios, and it is a fairly contested battle between Prince and Gabby, finding it difficult to find their feet, and we are back for the second segment. So, Gabby, how was the first round? How was the first segment? Like, how did you see it?
First one, it was difficult for me.
It was difficult. The questions were difficult. Or you weren't really prepared for those kind of questions? You weren't prepared for those kind of questions?
2000, I was not born, so
But well, fairly, I think that is why we spoke about history. You should be able to know football history. So your reason is you weren't born, hence you need not to know. Fine, fair enough. Prince, how did you see the first round?
It was cool, but my questions were difficult.
Your questions were difficult,
Yes.
but that of Gabby wasn't. True.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's moving straight dive into the second segment, which is you guess the player by his club transfer. So on your screens is the player who played for Liverpool from 2016 to 2025, and he's moved to Real Madrid. Prince, who is he? 10 seconds. Your time is up, Prince. The correct answer is Trent Alexander-Arnold.
He's moved finally.
Yes, we are not waiting for anyone. Gabby, your next question.
I think Trent is still at Liverpool.
Yes, when the season ends, 2025. He's not playing for Liverpool. He's playing for Liverpool. But 2025, he's moving. Okay, so Gabby, this is your player. 2024, he played for Sporting Club. He's now moved to Chelsea. 10 seconds.
Giovanni or something.
Your time is up. I'll give you 1 point. The name is Giovanni Quenda. You had a Giovanni, so I'll give you 1 point. So 1 point for Gabby. That is Giovanni Quenda. Next, Prince. Guess the player by his club transfer.
Brahim Diaz.
Brahim Diaz is the right answer. 3 points for Prince. Gabby, you are next. Your time is up, Gabby. The correct answer is Dean Huijsen. Dean Huijsen. He's a defender, a Spanish defender who plays for AFC Bournemouth. Prince, you are next.
Osman Dembele.
Osman Dembele is the right answer. Osman Dembele is the right answer. 3 points for Prince. Gabby, 2019 played for Racing Strasbourg. 2021 Leipzig. 2024 Al Nassr. The time is up. The correct player is Mohamed Simakan. Mohamed Simakan. Mohamed Simakan. Next, Prince.
Pulisic.
Christian Pulisic is the right answer. Christian Pulisic is the right answer. 3 points for Prince. Next, Gabby. The correct answer is Darwin Núñez. Darwin Núñez. He moved from Benfica to Liverpool in 2022. Yes, Prince. 2014, Atletico Madrid moved to Bayern in 2019 to PSG in 2023. The time is up. The correct player is Lucas Hernandez, left back for PSG. Lucas Hernandez. Gabby, you're next. Frosinone, AC Milan, and currently plays for Juventus. Newcastle United, sorry.
Tonali.
The right player is Sandro Tonali. Sandro Tonali moved in 2020 from AC Milan. So, okay, so that is the final question for this round. So, my it has been interesting. It has been interesting to see you answer a couple of questions now. So let me move to my score mistress, Crescentia, to give me details of the marks they had. So Crescentia, how many points did Gabby get in this round? 1 point. And then Prince had 9 points for Prince. So the second round, by guessing the transfer of the player, Prince had 9 points, Gabby had 1 point. So we would move to the next segment, but we'll take a quick turn and come back shortly. Okay, we're back again on the Gajio Trivia show, and we just finished the second round. The third segment is the riddles. So I read a riddle out to you, and you guess the answer of the riddle. So I have about 4 riddles each for my 2 contestants. Let me start with Gabby. Gabby, I can have stripes or be plain, but I always keep score. I'm the one that tells you who won and who is looking for more. What am I? I can have stripes or be plain, but I always keep score. I'm the one that tells you who won and who is looking for more. Who am I? Striker is not the right answer. No bonus. Prince, I have a field but no grass, a goal but no net, and I run all day without moving. What am I? I have a field but no grass, a goal but no net, and I run all day without moving. What am I? A what? No. The one is wrong. Gabby, I am not on the field, but I can change the score with a beep or buzz. I keep you wanting more. What am I? I am not on the field, but I can change the score with a beep or a buzz. I keep you wanting more. What am I? Che, coach, man. Coach, to me changes score. The game's timer. The timer, it changes score. Time swan, yeah, shower, open more time. The game's timer. Okay, next question, Prince. Though I'm never touched, I'm crucial to the game. I dictate play and action, but I'm never to blame. What am I? Though I'm never touched, I'm crucial to the game. I dictate play and action, but I'm never to blame. What am I?
Referee.
No. The answer is the game's rules. The answer is I said I'm never touched. Can't you touch the referee? Referee, yes,
I'm
am I?
right to touch.
You can touch the referee. Referee is a physical body. The game's rules. The game's rules is very crucial to the game, and it dictates the play. Is it a foul? Is it a corner? Is it a free kick? That is the game's rule. Gabby, I hold the game's secrets with lines that guide. I'm in the middle, not to play, but to divide. What am I? I hold the game's secrets with lines that guide. I'm in the middle, not to play, but to divide. What am I? The linesman is wrong. The correct answer is the football fields markings. Lines, no. Football fields markings. Linesman, what lines? What's the linesman? Shey. Prince, the last question.
What's my third question?
In the game, this is the third question.
Yes.
In the game, I'm the last to fall, yet I'm never touched. My role is critical in keeping the score intact. What am I?
In a game.
In a game, I'm the last to fall, yet I'm never touched. My role is critical in keeping the score intact. What am I?
The scoreboard.
The goalpost. Your pawn match and stand that you take it off the goalpost. Gabby, I'm the voice that calls for changes, yet I'm not in the game. With a red or yellow card, I can shift the play's aim. What am I? Coach is wrong. Coach in my yellow card is the referee.
Want to question?
It's the referee. Last question. Who started? You started. So your last question. I'm the field protector, but never get dirty. I'm always there to keep the game fair and tidy. What am I?
The fourth official.
The answer is the referee. He's the field protector, but never gets dirty. I'm always there to keep the game fair and tidy. Fair is the referee. Fourth official, I don't know, crowd, no. Yeah. So that is the end of the riddles round. That's the third segment. And I'll move to Crescentia, my score mistress, to give details of what my participant or my contestant had. So Crescentia, how many scores or how many marks did Gabby get? 0. And for Prince? 0. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0 for the riddles. And interesting, we are moving to our final round of the competition, which is, you guess the player. Okay, back for the final round of this interesting and competitive tie between Prince and Gabby. I must tell you that it has been fairly contested, and they claim the questions are a bit difficult, which I think that isn't the case. Probably you weren't properly prepared for these kind of questions. So let's get the scores at the end of the third round. Gabby has been able to accumulate only 1 point, and Prince has 10 points. So with the final round to go, what we are going to do in this segment is we'll show players on the screen. There will be players shown on the screens, and they will tell us whom the players are. So we'll show the player on the screen, and they tell us who the player is. Let me start with you, Prince. So the first player on the screen, who is he?
Change it.
The first player on the screen, who is he? 10 seconds. The time is up. The player is Nikola Zalewski. Nikola Zalewski currently plays for Inter Milan in the Italian Serie A. Do you know him? What position does he play?
Oh, he's an attacking midfielder.
He's a left winger. He's a left winger. Nikola Zalewski is a left winger. He moved this season
of
from AS Roma
Inter.
to Inter Milan. Inter plays a 3-5-2 system.
That's
So he
right.
plays in the same position of DiMarco and Carlos Augusto and Damian, those players. So that is Nikola Zalewski. Gabby, in your shots, which player is that? 10 seconds. Your time is up, Gabby. The player is Yukinari Sugawara. Yukinari Sugawara, a Japanese defender, plays for Southampton. He's a right back. So Yukinari Sugawara. Next question on your bill is Prince. Who is the player? Who is the player? You can guess from the jersey. Yeah, but your time is up. The player is Tim Irobunam. Tim Irobunam. He's the midfielder for Everton. A defensive midfielder, of course. Irobunam, he moved from Aston Villa to Everton this season. So, Tim Irobunam. Next player. Gabby. Guess the player on the screens. Time is up. The player is Divine Range. He's a right back for AS Roma. Currently plays for AS Roma. He used to play for Ajax Amsterdam. Currently plays for AS Roma as a right back. That is Divine Range. He is a Dutch. He plays for the Netherlands national team. Divine Range. Currently plays for the under-21s. So that is Divine Range. And the next player in your shot.
Kilman.
Kilman is not the right answer. You still have more time. Kilman is not the right answer. Last. Whew. The time is up. Georgian Strand Larsen. He's the striker who scored the goal for Wolverhampton on Tuesday. Georgian Strand Larsen. He is from Norway. So that is Georgian Strand Larsen in your shots. Next player, Gabby. The time is up. Guido Rodriguez, were West Ham United defensive midfielder. Currently plays for West Ham United. He was a player for Real Betis and moved to West Ham United. Last question. Who is in your shots? Prince. Who is in your shots? No idea for Prince. He is Danny Vivian, a centre-back for Athletic Bilbao. Danny Vivian, very strong, aggressive, can read the tempo of the game. So that is Danny Vivian in your shots. Last and final player for Gabby. No, you don't watch football. They are regular players for their clubs. Danny Vivian is a starter for Bilbao. He is a starter for his club. Who is the player in your shots? Gabby.
This should have been mine.
Your time is up. It is Hugo Ekitike. Hugo Ekitike. He was probably in the first half of the season the two top for Eintracht Frankfurt, Ekitike and Umar Mamouche. Ekitike signed for Frankfurt from Paris Saint-Germain this season. So that is it in your shot, Hugo Ekitike. So let me move to my score mistress, Crescentia, to give us details on how many points you accumulated in the last and final round. Crescentia, how many points for Gabby? 0 for Gabby. 0 for Prince. Wow. This has been a fairly contested battle, but not a battle of the battles. They failed to answer any of the players shown on the screen, which is questionable as far as they are football people. So at the end of the final round, in the round 4, let me see the final segment, they had 0 points each, and which means obviously we already know whom the winner is. So we'll take a quick turn and we'll be back to give you total scores and let you know the winner of this competition. I must tell you that my 2 contestants have failed to reach the pass mark, that is the 30 points mark, which means obviously they're not going to get the estimated amount of 500 Ghana cedis as a winner. But I have extra questions for them to answer. And this shouldn't be too difficult questions. So I'm giving them 3 extra questions each to answer. And after the round of these questions, we'll total accumulate their points and we'll get to know what you are going to do for them as far as they weren't able to reach the 30 points mark, because we can't just let them go like that. At least someone should win something. So let me head straight to my participants. I'll start this with Prince. Who is the most expensive player in women's football history? Who is the most expensive player in women's football history? They are being timed. Clang, clang. Your time is up. You didn't get a question. Gabby, who was the first footballer to cost over 50 million pounds? Who was the first footballer to cost over 50 million pounds? The time starts now. No player. The correct answer is Kaka. In 2007, 2008, or when Kaka moved from AC Milan to Real Madrid. Prince, who is the all-time most expensive goalkeeper? All-time most expensive goalkeeper. Your time starts now. Kepa Arrizabalaga is the right answer. Kepa Arrizabalaga is the right answer. 3 points for Prince. Gabby, which African nation was the first to reach the quarterfinals of the FIFA World Cup?
Ghana.
Ghana is the wrong answer. Ghana is the wrong answer.
It's no more.
Your time is up. Morocco is not the right answer. Prince, who was the first goalkeeper to score in an FA Cup tie? Who was the first goalkeeper to score in an FA Cup tie? Fala.
Never.
Your time is up. Let me give you the answer. Alan Cullen. He scored in 1977 for Hampton. 1977 for Hampton. What is funny? Yeah, easy questions, eh? Don't worry. Don't worry. Last question, Gabby. Which English club did Yapstam manage? You know Yapstam? You know Yapstam? What club do you support?
Barcelona.
Which English club did the Yapstam manage? The time is up, Gabby. You failed to answer any of the 3 questions posted to you. Prince answered 1 question or 2.
1.
1 question, which means Prince has an additional 3 points to the point he has already. And Gabby failed to have any additional points. Obviously, I'll move to my quiz mistress, Crescentia, to total the points or the marks for each of my contestants. Crescentia, how many points did Gabby get at the end of the 4 segments? 1 point for Gabby and 13 points for Prince. So, the power vested in me as the quiz master, I sit here and I tell you that Prince is the winner or the ultimate winner of the competition, but not the ultimate winner of the amount 500 Ghana cedis to be won. He couldn't reach the 30 points mark at the end of the 4 segments, which means that he's getting below that amount. And from my producer, he has done the mathematics. He's done every calculation that needs to be done. So he's divided the 13 points by the 30 points. And according to him, how much is Prince supposed to receive? So how much? So Prince as the winner of this competition would receive 216 Ghana cedis, which I amount to 220 Ghana cedis. I just ran it off to 220 Ghana cedis. Well, nice time to present the prize to our winner, Prince, who emerged victorious. Prince, how do you receive your amount? Do you want cash or mobile money? Mobile money. Okay, so mention your number. My producer will take it and send your number to you, or your amount to you. You've received it. Scanner bar. How much?
220.
220. Yes, it's you. So this has been your first episode of the Gajio Trivia. My name is Francis Ejai. You can call me Zikalanga. Anywhere you see me in town. And participants have been Gabby and Prince. See you again in our next episode.